So hello everybody and welcome to week 3 out of our 6-week breathwork series. So this week we're going to be focusing on some grounding, calming breathing techniques. So as we have done in our previous weeks, we're going to just really look at down regulating, at coming into a deep restorative state and really activating and tapping into that parasympathetic part of our nervous system, that rest and digest that we've touched on in the previous 2 weeks. So we're going to start today seated, and we're just going to begin just with a little bit of gentle stretching of the upper body. So often when we have slightly dysfunctional breathing, or if we've been sitting at a desk all day, we can tend to breathe a little bit more chest dominant, a little bit more fast and shallow breathing into our chest. And as a byproduct of this, our muscles, particularly in our neck, our upper traps up here, can all tend to get a little bit overactivated. And stress and posture in day-to-day life can do these things too. So we're just going to help them dial back a little bit, help them ease up. And that should really encourage and support that deep diaphragmatic breathing that we want, so you can get the most nourishing breath. So to start, I don't know my left and my right that well, so taking one hand behind you and then the other hand up and over, resting onto your ear, and we're not going to pull the head down. You're just going to let the weight of your arm gently guide your head towards your opposite shoulder, so you're creating all that space in the neck on this side. And really importantly, when we're here, you want to make sure that your spine is still nice and tall, so no collapsing down. I know during the day I can end up getting quite slouched, so it's a good little reminder, just thinking nice tall spine here. And taking some nice deep breaths. Helping to send that signal to the muscle that it's okay to relax. Really gently and slowly releasing, coming back to center, noticing how that feels. And then we're just going to repeat that same thing on the opposite side. So one hand slightly behind you. And your arm comes up over, gently rests onto your ear without pulling. Just let your weight of your arm guide your head towards your shoulder. So we're finding that space. And just using this time as well to really arrive in the space. Just to let everything slow down. The energy of the day settle. And really, really slowly releasing and coming back to center. Nice. And then we're just going to do a little release in the side body. So you can go as far with this as you feel comfortable. If you can, placing your forearm down onto the ground and reaching your arm up and over, trying not to roll too far forward. So you're really getting that nice stretch down the side body. But if that isn't available to you today, you can take one arm up, just whatever feels good, right? We're not trying to push the body into a stressful position here. We're just helping it to relax. And same thing on the other side. I'm often amazed at how tight I feel down the side of my body. But if we're restricted in there, gently coming back to center, then that side body connection that we want to feel when we get that 360 breath and the ribs expanding, if everywhere in here is a little tight, that becomes a bit harder to access too. So we're just going to take a few moments here just to really settle in. Starting to bring your awareness to your breath, feeling it as it enters and leaves the body. A gentle rising and falling of the breath. And just bringing your attention to something we've explored of breathing in and out through the nose only. So if you haven't already, just start to do that, gently closing the lips. And we're going to start to connect in with our diaphragm, that deep diaphragmatic breathing that helps our lungs fully expand as that dome-shaped muscle pulls down, creates space, and all that lower surface area of the lungs can reach its full capacity. So start to get that connection in with there. You can place a hand gently on that area to give yourself that little bit of feedback. Starting to really slow the breaths down. Remembering that slow breaths mean deeper breaths. And deeper breaths mean that we're slowing our respiratory rate and slowing our heart rate. And starting to really shift and down regulate into that parasympathetic rest and digest response. Keeping your hand placed there if you like. You can keep it on your belly, on your diaphragm, wherever feels best for you. I just want to encourage you when we take this breath to really imagine the diaphragm lowering, being what pulls and draws the air in, rather than a inhale through the nose doing the pulling. We think about that big breathing muscle doing the work. And if you are placing your hands on your belly, just starting to connect in with that rise and fall on the inhale and exhale. Just enjoying this moment of stillness. It might be the first time that you've paused today. So I always like to take this as just a little moment to check in with my body and my mind. As everything quietens down, that's when we tend to be able to hear that inner voice a little more. What is it telling us that we need in this moment? Feeling the body expanding as you fill with air, and then the body softening as the air leaves on a nice, slow exhale through the nose. Just a few more cycles of breath here, just really enjoying this. So we're going to be looking at a practice today called alternate nostril breathing, or Nadi Shodhana in Sanskrit. So if you've ever done yoga, it's a kind of yogic breathing practice. So there's a little bit of coordination at the start, but I promise you the muscle memory kicks in, and it is an incredibly powerful tool. Like anything with breath work, so simple and yet so powerful, and that's what I love about it. If you're ever feeling quite overstimulated, quite anxious, quite stressed, it's a really quick way just to down-regulate everything, to really calm and soothe your mind and body. And when we calm our body and it feels safe, your mind tends to follow where the body goes. So it's a really useful technique. So we're going to do a nice simple hand practice today with this. I just want you to take your 3 middle fingers down. And we're just going to be using the pinky finger and the thumb today. Some of you might have done a different version of this before, where you have your middle finger and your pointer finger down. So if you're used to that and using those two, please feel free. But for those of us who are just going to take a slightly beginner approach today, just those 3 fingers down. So I'll be guiding you through this. We're going to keep inhaling and exhaling through the nose, and I want you to make sure you keep that connection with the deep belly breathing. So we don't want to suddenly be taking more shallow breaths. So really encouraging the air to come down into your belly and ribs expanding 360. So I want you to just take, with your right hand, we're going to do this, your right thumb, and just gently closing your right nostril. Not pushing, just a really gentle close. And then we're going to take a nice deep inhale in through the left nostril. With your little finger, slowly close the left nostril, release the right, and exhale out the right nostril. Inhale right. Gently close the right nostril and open the left, and exhale left. Inhale left. Gently closing the left, open right, exhale. Nice deep breath, inhale right. Gently closing the right, opening the left, exhale left. Inhale left. Gently close left, exhale right. And releasing there for a moment. Just noticing how that feels in the body. If that is your first time doing it, I know it can get a little bit, we can get a bit in our heads about if we're doing it right and which nostril we're breathing in and out of, but just know that with time and with practice, this really does become so much easier. It becomes muscle memory. And I would really encourage you to stick with this practice because it is such an effective technique for calming you down. So we're going to go for that again, a little bit longer this time. So again, 3 fingers down, your 3 middle fingers. So we've just got our pinky and our thumb. Gently closing your right nostril with your right thumb. And then inhaling in together through the left nostril. Close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Closing the right and exhale left. Inhale left. Gently closing the left and exhale right. Inhale right. Closing the right and exhale left. Inhale left. Closing the left, exhale right. Inhale right. Closing the right, exhale left. Good. Gently bringing your hands down to your side, breathing in and out now through both nostrils. Just seeing how that feels in the body. Finding and reconnecting with that natural rhythm of your breath, whatever feels best for your body and mind in this moment. Just a little reminder about that nice tall spine, crown of head to ceiling, head over heart, heart over pelvis. And to finish today, we're just going to do some nice, easy box breathing. So with our box breathing, we're going to be inhaling for a count of 4, holding for a count of 4, exhaling for a count of 4, and holding for a count of 4. I'll be guiding you the whole way with this. You're welcome to use that visualization of a box. And once we've done a few rounds with 4, we're then going to move to a count of 5. But nothing you need to do, just follow the sound of my voice. So through the nose, nice deep diaphragmatic breathing. We'll inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4. Nice deep breath. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, release, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4. Now for 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, release, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good, and releasing there. And just for the next few rounds of breath, I just want you to really inhale a sense of thanks to yourself for showing up today, for taking this time to pause, and for giving your body that time to be in that parasympathetic state where we recover, we adapt, we go stronger, more resilient, and where we soothe and heal. It's very easy in day-to-day life to spend a little too long in that sympathetic fight or flight. And it really does take intentional practices such as breathwork, such as mindfulness, to shift out of that state. Our body needs encouragement to do that, especially with the pace and busyness of modern life. So please feel free to return to this video or to the breathing techniques, practicing on your own any time that you need a little calm and a little time to chill. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next week for week 4 of our breathwork series.